We're gonna start.
Feminine to be, I don't know, threatened by a woman
It's pretty feminine to be threatened by a woman. Is what she about to say is a woman that do anything for herself is threatening. Good day. This is Boss Nature here. Women have been using terms, not all women, but the ones that fucking do it, that's why it's even a thing, have been using the term intimidated. Cause I got a good paying job, cause I went to school and I got a doctor's degree or a master's. The men I be fucking with, they're too intimidated to approach me. They're too intimidated to be in a relationship with me. But ain't nobody intimidated by nothing that a woman do. Ain't nobody threatened by shit a woman do. We're not the same. We're not equal. You're not on the same plateau as me. I'm not on the same plateau as you. Why we gotta be lower? I'm not sure. Ask the Creator why you can't lift this, why you can't break that, why you can't fight that well. Ask him. But you can have a baby and deal with that type of pain and not die, some of you. Why do you have a period every month and I don't? Why does my dick work all the time and your pussy is under construction 3, 5, 7 or more days out of the month? I don't know why. Why are you so emotional and I'm not? Men are emotional. Yes, when you fuck with us. If we're hungry, if we're horny, we're tired, yeah, we can get a little bit of irritability going. And the main emotion you see from us is anger, because you're probably fucking with us on top of not realizing the shit men go through in their day-to-day life. So we don't have a lot of room to be wanting to deal with extra shit that is not necessary. So let's listen to her while I get into the zone.
who does certain things for herself.
I've been by a woman that does certain things.
I never said you were.
Well,
I'm
you
speaking generally.
But no man is. This is the thing, right? Women use these terms to put themselves higher, to make them, give them more like some self-worth. A man isn't concerned or insecure or any of these shaming terms that you
I never used any of those words.
What's the term you used?
I didn't say insecure or anything like that. I said feminine.
Okay, feminine. So a man isn't worried about a woman working on herself and making more
Listen
money.
to that, right?
It's the traits that it comes with it. That's what I'm saying. If I had a choice, any human being, yeah, be fully financially successful, but if you can maintain your femininity, great.
But to say that it takes masculinity to do that makes no sense. I've dated masculine men who were much more masculine than I, and to be able to have a man who can lead and believes in you and helps you and still is the one who provides and than I, and to be able to have a man who can lead and believes in you and helps you and still is the one who provides and sets the rules and the boundaries and have me be the submissive one. Like I can still have my own opinions and intelligence and my own goals and everything like that. That doesn't require masculine energy to be able to do that. Like if that's the case, you might as well just date a blow-up doll, because the only thing you require them to be is pure.
Well, no, what are you talking about? I'll let you go.
A man, because a man who flourishes in his masculinity, he does not want to be with a female who's matching that energy, because that's his job in a relationship.
I agree with that.
If you can do all those things for yourself, then why do you need him? Because your job when you get with him is to let him be that way so that you can flourish in your femininity.
And I agree with that, but my thing is a man also does not want to be with a bum bitch.
You can't be like
I know,
that.
and I agree with that. But my thing is, nobody wants to be with a bum. Just like a woman generally doesn't want to be with a bum man.
But
no man wants to be with a bum bitch. Everybody should be a fully functioning adult.
But that's part of how you said that you can't be with somebody because of this, and this, and that's not how you are by yourself alone already. That's what is important to you.
My
That
thing
you
is-
get there first by yourself before you do.
And that was the point what he brought up. We don't like the behavior and the mindset and the attitude that comes with you probably have at least 1 to 3 dudes in your past that took advantage of your income and your intelligence and made you look like a fucking fool. It don't matter about all that education. There's plenty of stories where we know educated, well-off women financially and educational-wise up here a little cuckoo when it comes to the matters of the heart and decision-making, when it comes to matters that doesn't require schoolwork or doing a job. You have at least 1 to 3 dudes in that time that's taking full advantage of you, made you look like a fool. So when you reinvent yourself again after failing so many times, yes, most women are failures when it comes to relationships. Just like my credit score is in the 850, your credit with men, not credit, but your story with men has been a failure when it comes to relationships. It's a failure. You're not with one of them, and none of them wanted to marry you. Oh, yes, he did. Why aren't you married? Because something wrong with him. Always. It's never. I didn't work on my issues before I got with him. I'm insecure. I have trust issues from all the other dudes. I never forgave. I damn sure can't forget, but I still want to be loved and love on somebody. But I'm never gonna really give my whole to anyone else because I gave it to them last 8 niggas. And yeah, I shouldn't have been fucking with them last 8 niggas, but I'm got a new hairdo, new nails, new look on life. So now I can start over, go to a different side of town, go out of state, go even to another country and reinvent myself. And I can put this pussy back out on the market like it's A1, day one, squared up, paperwork legit. Now, let's hear some more. Listen to the rubbish.
Before you
Yeah,
depend on
but I'm not
somebody else to
talking
do it
about
for you.
financially or anything like that. I'm talking about having peace and happiness. Like a lot of people
Right.
say, like, oh, be my peace, be my happiness. And all that I'm
Right.
saying is that's something that you should be able to fulfill for yourself.
Right.
You should be happy as an individual. You should
Right.
be at peace as an individual.
Just
You
men are
should not
supposed to be our
rely on
safe
somebody
place,
else. That's
is
called
what it is.
codependency. That's not being masculine.
No, when a nigga say be my peace, it doesn't mean I don't know any peace whatsoever. Can you show me peace? It means don't add to the fuck shit. Don't add to the world that may beat me down all day, tell me how I'm not worthy, show me why I'm not important. That's what that fucking means. But this bitch talking about it's codependency, be my peace, be my nigga. It don't mean that he knows nothing of it. Bitch, we meant to be together around this hoe. Ain't nobody meant to just wander this bitch dolo. That's a lonely fucking existence, man. But anyway, let's listen to a woman.
Masculine or feminine.
Right.
That's being unhealthy and not being able to emotionally regulate yourself.
Right.
That has nothing to do with gender.
Right.
Oh, well, wrong. Totally wrong.
Men are supposed to be our almost like safe place for us to feel that way. Like
Yes.
once we get with them, we kind of have to let go.
Yes, and the men that I've dated made me feel safe
I feel like
and
when we're in a
protected
relationship,
and
it's
cared
almost like
for.
we share all the emotions. We go from feeling that way with just ourselves to feeling that way in the content of our partner. Like for me, like I find peace within myself, and I definitely haven't minded being alone when I was alone or single when I didn't have somebody I was dating. But once I date somebody, I'm more than perfectly fine with letting down my guard and letting him fill in me those areas that I did for myself, because that's his job
I
as
mean,
a man.
yeah, as you should.
Which is why you don't want to be in relationships with those men, because they don't do that shit. Which
No,
I agree with,
I didn't
because
say that.
men don't meet most needs.
No, I've had, very supportive relationships, and honestly, like, the men that I've been with, like, have done a lot for me, and I don't mean that in like a financial way, but I mean it in like a personal
In
way,
life.
in a loving way. Like they're the ones who helped me learn to love myself because I, haven't always been a confident person.
I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day, men and women are different, and men
Never
are
said they
attracted
weren't.
to certain things,
Just
and
stop
women are
talking.
attracted to certain things. You keep going on and on about like, and I think you understand what I was saying, what I said.
Yeah, like it's more like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to
No,
like
go
cut
ahead.
you off, but I think what like you were saying is that, like you weren't trying to like. I mean, you did say she was masculine, but I feel like
She is masculine.
Well, I mean, what I mean is like I think what you were saying though more so is that like, at the end of the day, everyone has masculine energy.
You know,